Can you hear me? Testes. 1 2 1 2 testes. 1 2 testes. Okay. Okay. Well, can you hear me good on the microphone? Yes. Yay. Nay. Okay. How about do. Let's go here. Alright, so holy smoke. So could you hear? Yes, I'm feeling better. But could you hear the difference between did you just hear the guitar? Yes? No? Maybe so. And then now you hear me talking. I know there's a delay. I hate the delay. But yes. See? Did you hear the guitar? Well or no well? Let me know. Por favor. Por favor. Yes. Okay. So we're good on that, and we're good on this. So audio issues are good. Okay. Right on. Right on. Alrighty. Well. You're gonna see the dark for the next few minutes. So just relax and chill out, and then I'll be back. And then we'll, guitar around and shenanigans. Talk amongst yourselves or yada yada, whatever, something along those lines, but whatever's. Hey everybody. D. Joe. What are y'all talking about? Oh, I might want to turn that on, huh? Yeah. Now you can hear me. So, what do y'all... oh, sorry. Excusez-moi. You can barely walk. Oh, walking? Oh, you went to the fair. Oh, yeah. I went to the fair. Okay. Ooh, Toledo. Might as well. Let me send this out. Do. Live. Yeah. Do. Yeah. There we go. Sun's out, guns out. Asshole. Alrighties. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Hold on. Un segundo, peoples. Oh, so much better. Agua is so much better, you guys. Oh, here, hold. Alrighties. Well, we shall begin. Do. If Elon Musk came out with the chip, that would super kick ass, because then you could just do stuff as you think of it. Alrighty, y'all. How's it going, peoples? So, how's everybody doing? It's been a while. So, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing well out there in wherever you live? Because that's where really truly matters, is where you actually live. If you love where you live, you might as well participate and change and create the world that you want to exist. That includes everybody. I know that's the tough part. So for me personally, I found that out, like, I was kind of a selfish person. So I started growing food and then giving it away to people for free, because I realized that I was a selfish person and I was a part of the problem. So that's why I started growing my own food, was to give to others for free. That's a hard concept for many human beings to understand, that like you work 8-10 hours a day and then you come home and you work in the garden for 1 to 3 hours a day, depending on what you're doing, pulling weeds or planting seeds or putting in amending the soil, yada, 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 whatever comes with growing food. And then you grow that food, and then people just like don't come and eat because they just like don't understand that concept that like you do this for free. And they go like, why do you work at 10:30 at night? Well, because this is what it takes, pulling weeds and yada yada. This is what I have to do for the garden to produce. And it's just blows me away that people don't come and eat freely. It's amazing. I learned a lot about human beings from that. You know, it's just mind-boggling. Because that's where like true prepping and self-preparedness actually boils down to that. Grow your own food. You know, you grow your own food, you preserve your own food, If you can't rely upon that, I don't know. I mean, that's the bottom line of prepping. Is growing your own food, gathering your own food, preserving it. Yeah, I could see the point of buying dehydrated food and everything if you don't have it. Yeah, I personally have. I got enough to last a season or two. And transition, and I have seeds to transition to grow my own food, and I grow my own food now, so, and then you give it away. I mean, I got 40 feet of raspberries. There's me. And I have my daughter every other weekend. I mean, so 40 feet of raspberries. Think about that. That's gallons. I mean, it's enough for me to preserve and eat and give away. But people don't come. It's insane. Analyzed myself and how I am a problem and contribute to the degradation of society. It's a own individual reflection. It's what we all have to come to it. We already do. We just choose not to talk about it or discuss it or fucking want to do anything, excuse my language, or want to do anything about it as a whole. Come together. I don't know what's wrong with us as human beings, but fear. There's many different aspects of a human being that all come together and gather. That I see. And it's amazing what we can become if we just choose to talk about the evil that we all participate in. Whether it's this bit of evil, this much of evil, it doesn't matter to the amount of evil. We all do. At some point in our lives. And we all cannot deny that. I can't deny that for myself. And I know I'm not alone. And I'm not the only human being to admit that or feel that way. There's many of us. But we all must come to that conclusion and that point. And that's what's going to get us all to bind together as human beings. Whether we all live in America, we all live in Mexico, we all live in France, whatever country you live in. We all have to unite together and not manipulate one another for monetary gain, our own selfish gain. We have to put all that bullshit aside because that's what this country truly was created for. So we don't have to deal with that bullshit of human beings. Our animalistic behavior of wanting to dominate one another. No different than wolves or bears. It's just insane what I'm witnessing as human beings. We all just sit around and just blah, 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 blah. This and that, this and that. And nobody wants to go, no, put the brakes on. I figured if we grew food all together, we would be able to preserve it. And then we'd have enough food and storage to where we could say, screw you to our government and corrupt human beings being in power. Whatever government you're in, whether it's capitalism, communism, it's all the same. It's just screwed up human beings being in powers of position or positions of power. That's all it is. And we don't want to hold one another accountable because it's not politically correct or this or that, or you're offending this person or that person. How's it going, Adam? D, Joe, Billy. Nice to see everybody. I'm doing well. I'm just kind of burnt out as a human being on the bullshit that we all have to experience and witness. I just wish we could all come together and not Hakuna Matata, but hold one another accountable as human beings. I mean, and be solution oriented as a society. I mean, it's just, we're just so screwed up. It's just everything's upside down, no matter how you look at it from a spiritual standpoint. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating watching this happen. Each few generations, I'd say every 3 generations, they bamboozle us. Generation before us before me was, let's say, hippie generation. See, you had the kids being born in the late 60s, mid to late 60s. You had those kids being born. Flower power and all that stuff, and the hippie movement, and women's libs movement. So, it's just, we had that in the libs movement in the, 60s, 70s. And everybody in that generation was all sold on that. And then you had like the late 70s, early 80s, the Gen X. You have them sold on, the microwave and video games and arcades and Nintendo at home. And then, we had what was Atari. And then we had Nintendo and Sega. And then PlayStation and all that, blah, 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 blah. And then cell phones. We were the tech age. If you're in your 40s, whatever, in the Gen X, you're the tech age. We were all sold on the tech gizmo. Now, the new age is the LGBTQ 55 genders. And you got all these genders, and you got the confusing of the kids, and what gender, and every gender has this hair color or this clothes style. So you got 55 ways to capitalize off someone financially. So it's just insane what's going on. That's the new generation, how they're going to capitalize off them financially. It's just money is the root of all evil. Yeah, is it biblical? Yeah. Is it human nature? Yes. Evil. Call it whatever you want to call it. It's human behavior at its finest. That's what I see going on. And everybody talking, communicating, and being one with one another. Putting everything aside, I'm going to put my arm around the LGBTQ people and my arm around a KKK person, and I really don't give a shit on each side, as long as they're helping me grow food, I'm growing them food, I'm feeding them, they're maybe doing water or whatever part we're all doing one another to help one another. I don't give a shit anymore. That's where I'm at as a human being. I'm done playing games. Life's too short. The only day we have is today. This exact moment in time. What are we to do with it? That's the choice. I'm the type of person, I've worked construction my whole life, done it since 1989. I'm 42 years old. There's pictures of me in diapers with concrete floats in my hand. In trowels. I've worked my whole life with my physical body. And I would do it for free right now. Today. Well, today's almost over. So tomorrow morning, if I woke up and somebody said, you're not getting paid anymore, but we need this building built. Yeah, I would build it. You know why? Because other human beings need it. Because without buildings, we don't have electricity. Without buildings, we don't have the choice for other human beings to no longer have to work with their body. Because as hunter-gatherers, and our bottom broken down to nothing, we have to work with our physical bodies. So people that build give the option for other human beings to not have to work with their bodies their entire lives. It's like rubbing two sticks together. We don't have to do it anymore. Yeah, so that involves a lot of other things. That involves illegal immigration and everything else, and why that's allowed to continue. New form of slavery, illegal immigration. Yeah, it is. Let's call it what it is. We bring people in, immigrants, we let them come here illegally. They do our physical labor for us, because that's probably 60% of the physical labor workforce, at least in the state of California. I know Mexicans that have come here from Mexico since 1989 and still trying to become citizens. And our system's backlogged and taking this long, and this hoop you got to jump through, and that hoop. It's ridiculous. It truly is. Because I work with them every day. They're great human beings. They get it. They understand. They're upset as I am. It's just sad what this world's come to. How we all manipulate one another as human beings for money. I would gladly do what I do for free. For the mere reward of spiritually knowing that it's helping the person next to me. And I only feel that way because I believe that someone maybe might be feeling the same way about me next to me that I feel about the person next to me. That's what this country was for. And we forgot about it a long time ago as a whole. We became so confused and so divided from one another as human beings. So how do we all come together? Where do we go from here? I don't have the answers. I don't know. That's where we all come in together. Chiming in, talking, communicating. So yesterday I thought of, what if we had a social media platform to where all we talked about was solutions? It wasn't a social media for left side or right side. It was just about solutions. All we did was communicate. Solution oriented. Nothing but that. All differences aside. What's so hard about that? If the Constitution is for the people, by the people, and that's where all the power derives from, is by the people. You, me, the person next to me, my next door neighbor, that side, across the street, behind me, and to any degree in between, that's who I'm thinking about. I mean, that's kind of what we all have to think about, isn't it? I mean, if we think about just ourselves, we're all kind of screwed no matter what country you live in, or within whatever borders you live in. States, countries, counties, cities, towns. It goes down to that small. That's how important it is. We've all been confused. Instead of spreading love and the spiritual love of one another as human beings in the life and today that we woke up with. That's all that matters. That's all we have is today, right here, right now. But yet we create a society upon when you hit 65 and retire. We could build a total society around solution oriented on today, right here, right now. And all still take care of one another. Is it, it's social, that's socialism or that's communism you're talking about? No, it's not. Because my world involves no money. It's just human beings doing what they love to do. I'm sure there's people that love to cut down trees. I'm sure there's people that love to mill it into lumber. Hell, I'm willing to do all of that. In fact, I know how to do all of that. So I would do all of that. Because that's what it takes to keep the circle, the wheel going in motion. We all have to suck it up and do what it takes. Hell, if a live sewer line breaks, you know what? I jump in that hole and I take that live sewer line and there's sewage water squirting out of it. And you know what? I'm there bandaging it up, sealing it up, getting the parts, cutting it, hoping no one flushes the toilet while I'm cutting it in and splicing it in and putting in the parts to fix it. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, but you know what? I'm a concrete guy. So that's really not in my scope of work. I should be stop and call the plumber? No, I do what it takes to fix the job at that point in time. Because I give a shit. What am I going to do? Sit there and let the hole that I've dug with the sewage line fill up with sewage and then? No. I'm not as a human being. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to say that's not my job. No, I'm going to jump right in and do it. That's what America's about. You're a human being that's going to, on the team of, let's solve this issue, whatever it is. Whatever it is that's in front of you at that moment in time. Take it amongst yourself and you solve it. If we all felt the same way, hell, you wouldn't have to go like, fuck, I don't have the money to help that person. No, because you'd all see it and everybody would collectively as a whole solve that solution. Am I thinking of a Hakuna Matata fairy tale land world? I don't think so. I think anything's possible. We just have to want it as a whole. And it will exist. Because we all were created in the Creator's image. God, whatever you want to call the Creator. Higher power. That created every living thing. Same energy. That's what connects us all. Everything else is just a human form of bullshit manipulation. It's just, I love everybody. Do I hate people? No. Do I forgive? Do I wish some people needed, do I think some people need to die? Like child molesters and rapists and stuff like that. Do I think they should die? I don't know. Yes. No. Don't know. I don't have answers. Do people that commit mass murders and all these homicides and go and kill 10, 12 people, do they just automatically need to die? I don't know. Is there some kind of forgiveness? Are we all in a fucked up environment to where we're all mentally scarred in some certain different way to where it manifests itself in that way and therefore there needs to be forgiveness? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I just know that I'm tired of the world that I live in, and I want it to change. And I know it can only change through all of us together. Yeah, some people are going to go, okay, everybody's going to be on my side or this side. I'm going to say fuck sides. There's only one side. Human beings. I'm tired. I'm done. We only each have one go-round. And we're wasting our time. So, what are we to do each and every single second that we are awake? And that we are blessed to be alive. Because each second and each breath that we take should be a moment as if you were in church or worshiping your higher power or creator, God, whatever you call him. Each breath should be that moment. And if it is not, we are wasting each breath. Because with each breath comes both evil and light. Good and evil with each breath. Just as with each choice. It's good and evil. Selfishness or selflessness. Truly what it is a spiritual being. We forgot how to play. In this country. Forgot why we have our rights. They're so we can protect ourselves from human behavior. The manipulation, the lies, the deceit. That's why they shall not be infringed upon. Because they're that critical. But yet we have, after bill, after law, and we just sit back and just keep going. Go to work. We gotta pay the rent. Gotta buy the groceries. Gotta buy the clothes. Gotta buy the shoes. Gotta dress this way because we're into this music or this scene or this style or this fad. I've bought into it for many years, thousands of dollars pissed away. Yeah, that's how I contributed to the problem. I'm going to admit it. Do I do it any longer? No. Does the temptation come out with this gizmo or that gizmo? Yes, it does. But I always rely on my fact as a human being. If I'm willing to build someone's house for free and fix the sewage pipe with sewage water running through it for free, well, I guess I'm willing to do anything for free to help another human being next to me for the good of us all. Is that socialism? Is that communism? Is that maybe where those ideas derive from? Possibly. How about just a human being learning and absorbing as much information as they can and using it for the benefit of human beings? Hell, I even know how to do water distribution and water treatment. Yeah, I went to school for all that stuff. Do I have a job in that? No. Do I still know all that stuff? Yes. I've learned how to wood frame, a metal stud frame, roof, plumb, no concrete, masonry, running equipment, self-taught. Why? Because it needed to be done, and tag, I'm volunteering, jumping in. I mean, it's not hard to do in life. Whatever it is, I'll do whatever it is that we need to do to get us to wherever we need to go. I'm at that point as a human being. It's just, I don't know, you guys. Anyways, we're gonna go back to playing some music here. We're done talking, I think. I'm done talking. We're gonna go to playing some music, and that's about it. So you guys talk amongst yourself here. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Well, you guys. Well, I am going to say good evening, and may the tunes and any of the words that came out of my mouth make any sense to you. I'm right there with you. Welcome. We're on the same team then. Team human being living within the same borders. Country, city, state, whatever you want to call it. Whatever. We're all in it together. So if you're in it and we're all together and you ain't for yourself, we'll make it through anything. That's about it. So I will see you all later. Toodles. God bless. Grow your own food. You know why? Because you will taste the love and you will taste the life if you grow your own food. And then once you taste that, you will be like, this tastes so good and so much better that I have to give it away for free. So, toodles, y'all. Take care. God bless. May the Creator, Allah, whatever your higher power is be with you and direct you into the path of not screwing around with other human beings next to you, and minimize that negative ripple effect in the conscious to be able to do so. So, take care.